A very good afternoon to all. Welcome to today's program, a webinar on a startup mindset, how to start up while in college. Right. So, welcome to a webinar by Mr. Jaiwanth Mane, working as founder and CEO, Stuji.com. Department of Civil Engineering is conducting IIC self-driven program under Q4. So I warmly welcoming the today's resource person, Mr. Jaiwanth Mane, working uh, working as a founder and CEO of Stuji.com and all the other participants. I would like to request our HOD, Dr. S.M. Subhash sir, to speak about the program.
Thank you, Sandeep. Very good afternoon to all my dear faculty members and my dear students and other participants who are joined from other institutes also. So the main aim of this program is to develop the mind of a startup and the innovation in the mind of all students as well as faculty members. Okay, so generally if we take the students' mentality, almost out of 100, 80% students are willing to go for a job and getting some salary. That is the main part of those students. So we like to change the trends of certain things. Students has to think innovatively and they have to do some startups, okay, by creating the jobs, not going to a jobs, instead to create the jobs. So for this purpose only we are making a certain programs from last 2-3 months. We are conducting a program to develop the students' mind to have the knowledge on how to develop the company or how to develop a small product, okay, which can be fit to a market. What those programs we are conducted. So on this thing, one of the person, Mr. Jaiwanth Mane, who is very startup, he made a startup while doing his college life, and he has become a successful person. So from this person, you can get a knowledge how to create a startup, and this can be little motivational as well as technical. So I ask all students to interact with the person to develop the knowledge on how to make a startup and how to develop the mind over that startup. Okay, so once again I welcome you all, okay, for this program. Okay, so now over to Sandeep sir, you can start.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Uh, Coming to the today's speaker, here Mr. Jaiwanth Mane graduated in 2015. After his graduation, he started business journey in 2016 with Amsec Solutions. So in 2017, he created a CRMS tools and acquired by a company. And in 2018, he worked as a chief strategist to Stumach, which is a student platform. So which is acquired by Dallas Ventures from United States. Now, in 2019, he established Stuji.com and a founder and CEO. So now over to Mr. Jaiwanth Mane. Sir, you can start, sir.
Okay, cool. So, hello, hi everyone. So, this is Jaiwanth Mane. My name is, and I'm the founder and CEO of Stuzi.com, and we are into the edutech space. So, hi everyone. And firstly, I would like to thank Subhash sir, Sandeep sir, and Vijay Lakshmi man for this wonderful opportunity. And I would like to interact with students here. And thank you so much for this opportunity. They have asked me to talk about startups and how to develop the mindset of basically, I don't use terms like students or men or women. It is basically we all are humans. That is a mindset, first mindset, which is very important to everyone towards driving anything. And I've just created a small PPT regarding this. It is better I project that and explain you few things about how my startup journey have started and how my 6 years of startup journey came till today. Thank you. And I'll just pause my video so that I can project the PPT. Cool. And in between, if anybody have any kind of questions, please feel free to ask in between anything. So can you people see the screen?
Yes,
Can
sir.
any? Ah,
Yes.
yes. Okay. So with my experience, let me help you out understand what is business. So what is business, dude? It is a simple term which everybody manipulates your mind that it is very tough. But it is, I'm really telling you this, it is very, very, very easy. If you really know the fundamentals of business, you can do any kind of a business. Anything is a business, dude. Look around you, anything, any kind of an object, any kind of a person sitting beside you is also a business. So, okay. So, and the second thing, what is a startup? People are tripping on this, like, I want to start a startup, I want to start a startup. But you should also understand that startup is nothing but you starting something from scratch. So there is a lot of difference between business and a startup. Okay, now let's go into that later. So for right now, let's go with the startup. It is nothing but starting something from the scratch. So your fundamentals should be very, very, very strong. So just like how if you're planning to join into engineering, your fundamentals regarding math and any kind of a subject in inter has a much more value when you join into engineering. In the same way, if you really want to start any kind of a business, your fundamental structures of what kind of a startup you want to get into will matter a lot. And second thing, so what is a company? It is a organization. It is a organization designed to execute a business model. So the thing is, in the startup, in the first structure, in a startup, all the people or anyone who is looking to start something should know what is the business model. Okay, so the companies, the every company you look out, every company you look into which are doing good in the business have a particular business model. So with that business model, they run the show. So everyone should have a clarity on what is my business model. Okay. So the third thing is, what is the difference between a startup and a company? A startup is a temporary organization. A startup is a temporary organization designed to look for a business model. Did you people understand? A startup is a temporary organization designed to look for a business model. While a company, if you talk about a company or a business, a company is a permanent, it is a permanent organization designed to execute a business model. So can you people understand the difference between two? A startup has a startup is a temporary organization which will look into a business model. If your business model is good, then it is called a company. So what are the basic things you should look forward for starting a different company or maybe different startup? Just we have to look into that kind of a picture. And when it comes to the mindset of a startup person, so every startup student or maybe human are tripping on only one thing, which is my idea. How what kind of an idea should I have to start this up? And what I have money, I have network, I have partners, I have resources. This is not the structure a startup founder should think of. This is a structure, this structure is basically there is a term called old money in the business world. What is old money? People with whose grandparents were rich, whose parents are very rich, those money is called old money. So old money infused in any kind of a business, any kind of a startup, it will definitely go good. Okay, this and coming back to a startup who's trying to start something on his own, his mindset should never be like my idea, my money, my network, my partners, and my resources. It should never be my own things. So coming back to the company's mindset, so what is a company look like? What kind of a thought process is driven into a companies which are going good? It is all about we and how. So you should always question things. You should always question things regarding How can we do this, and how are we is always a good thing in a business, because collaboration is the key. Remember this, collaboration is the key. No one in the world from the start, from only one person, will be rich or will be doing a very good business. It is a team of people. It is a team of multiple people and brilliant brains coming together and discussing about a particular topic. This is what is called as a company. So the difference between a startup and a company is this. So in a startup, never think of yourself or your idea or maybe your money. It is all about combination of five things is called a company. So always think about a particular group who can help you out. Always network in your college, even if you're in second year, third year, fourth year. Network is the key. Network is just nothing but a value addition to the business whichever you are doing. So I can just share a small pic of business model Canva. I guess maybe a few of the students already know this. If people who doesn't know what kind of structure is this, this business model Canva is used by each and every company in the world. You also have a book called Business Model Canva. Go read that book. It is very, very, very useful. If you don't know what to start, and if you already have an idea in your mind, you will definitely find your answers only in this one picture. So let me explain you. So how the first main important thing is the value proposition box, which is in the middle. So what kind of, basically, like, if you have an idea in your mind, so think about what is the value which I am adding to a particular customer with this product. Let it be a software product, let it be a technical product, let it be just a food stall, let it be um, uh, just an amazing clothing store. Just think about what is the value proposition. Is it regarding the style? Is it regarding the taste? Is it regarding the laziness of the customer? What are you targeting? And next, you should always look into the customer segment. Look, customer segment is the most important thing. Let me explain you in a very, very easy way. People always think, why do people always think about startups? There are maybe 100 people thinking about a startup, but only 10 people have a very good idea and they try for it. And other 90 people just think about the marketing which is happening in the ground, and they just think about money, 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 right? So if you want to target a very big market, you can go into clothing industries, because clothing industries, there are 7 billion population on this earth. Remember this. You can start whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, but it should be a 3 to 5 years game. Any startup, any business, it should be a completely 3 to 5 years game. Don't give up in the middle. Never give up in the middle, because the game is designed in that way. Every business to succeed, it might take at least 3 years for you to just taste the apple of the tree. So always think about your customer segment. For what kind of a customer are you designing this? So if you target a business which have a population of 7 billion, clothing industry is a kind of a business where 7 billion population will every day get into different kinds of clothing materials, right? And humans interest change for every 5 years. This is how new brands evolve. No human will go get his complete clothing, complete his wardrobe with only one particular brand. Humans look for different brands and different designs. That is the reason you basically see many startups in this clothing line. So when it comes to technology is nothing but it is also used by each and every person right now on this globe. But if it comes to technology, your half the segment is gone. So look into what kind of a segment and what kind of a crowd you're targeting about. And also when it comes to business, look out for the customer relationship. How are you maintaining the relationship of the customer? So basically, I'll take a small example of AWS, Amazon Web Services. 5 6 years back, what happened was, all this cloud, all this data was secretly stored in different kinds of databases. What this Amazon Web Services have done is, they have created a very simple, neat funnel into their business, where if you want a particular database about a website which you have developed, about a app which you have developed, you just have to take a call for just 20 seconds and ask them that I need a database. This is how simple they have made it. So that's the reason Amazon Web Services is going wonders. Basically, Amazon as a company has never done profits. It is they are looping the profits from Amazon Web Services. And also you should also look into the channels box. What kind of a channels will you use to deliver the particular product which you have designed? So all this matters in a small startup, not even a small startup, even a very big, even the Amazon uses this business model Canva. They first project their what is the value proposition for the particular product which they have done. They'll funnel it to the customer segment which they are thinking this customer segment we should target. And I'll give you a small example of customer segment. See, for example, I guess everyone know this West Side brand from Tata, right? West Side. Okay, what this West Side business model is, they have put out a store called West Side for people for middle class who are looking to buy anything from 1,000 rupees to 2,000 rupees. This is the middle class market who they tapped into. It is nothing but they have tapped into 45% of the Indian market, and the rest 20%, the rest 20% of the rich class which they want to tap, they have launched a new product called White Crown. If you just visit the Jubilee Hills or Banjara Hills, you could find the store White Crown. White Crow, I'm really sorry, White Crow. So what that brand is basically doing is they have targeted each and every customer from the middle class to the rich class. This is how they think about the targeted segment customers. So even you have to think about the particular customer which you want to sell your product. And coming back to the left side, you should use key activities, key partners, and key resources. What are all this? Key activities are nothing but what kind of an activity are you doing to engage the crowd? Like just like social media platforms, just like Insta, you should be like every company and every brand right now in this world have a social media page, have a website. You should be ready with those kind of structures before you starting something, because everything is online right now. Each and everything will be online in next 2 to 3 years. Online is the future. And you should also look into the key resources. What kind of a resource do I have to make this all complete structure work? It is all about networking. Key resources is all about networking. How many people you know in this world is the only thing which matters. It is not about you doing friendship with 2 or 3 people and closing your mind. It is all about you exploring the universe and you exploring the earth. There are wonderful opportunities out there. Don't worry about anything. If you really want to start something, start it today. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen, dude. I'm just telling you this. No, nothing's gonna happen. If you really want to start something, just go with a small clothing brand.
Sir,
At least you'll end. Sorry.
sir, can you make it full screen, sir? Sorry to disturb you.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
So that we can it will be visible.
Can everybody see this pic right now? It is available on Google, dude. Nothing to worry. Everything is on Google. This is just a pic from Google. You could go type business model Canva on Google. Each and every company follows only this structure, dude. No, maybe what I feel is every student should be taught this. So all these 9 structures, write it down or maybe stick it to a wall and think about your thought. Your thought is the main thing. Your thought is the most powerful thing. So if you go outside, if you roam outside, what the thing is, you'll be seeing into you'll be getting different kinds of memories like it might be anything. So your brain will process in a different way. So you should also look into that structure. And the key partners, and coming back to the cost structure and the revenue streams which are down. Can anybody see that? These two. So if you have answers for the top 6 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the value proposition, you'll end up with this two. What is the cost structure and what is the revenue streams? Revenue streams are like how much cost should I spend to get a customer look into my product. When it comes to online, see, basically if you start something in the clothing industry, it is just you putting 200 rupees into the Instagram and publishing that particular design or t-shirt, and it will be visible to 2000 customers out there, in which you might be getting back at least 10 customers from that. This is how people run the show. And revenue streams is nothing but how your company will handle the complete revenue streams. Okay. And I've just written few things from the I just went to Google and got this stuff. These are right now the civil engineering startups in India, USA, and UK, which have started in 2018. So you can just try your luck in these two. And one thing, and one particular thing, if you are into civil, don't think, if you have no idea about what to do in civil, or if you are confused about the opportunities outside, you can do any kind of a business, dude. Anything is a business, right? So so do anyone have idea about the lassi shops? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, so Lassi Shop, it was a Mumbai-based startup. Okay, it was not a startup; it was just a small business. A person from Mumbai have done that, and from Hyderabad, a person called Sandeep. Okay, a person called Sandeep, and his sister's husband. Both were IIM graduates, and one from IIT and one from IIM. So both have worked for a couple of years, maybe till 36 or 37. So they left their jobs and went for 1 year, only went complete 1 year to just explore the kind of foods available in India. So they found this lassi stop store a kind of amazing thing, and they have, they went to the store who have first started it. They have signed an agreement, and they just came back to Hyderabad. They just took the complete Hyderabad and Andhra Pradesh for 1.6, the complete. So all the stores which will be handled in Hyderabad and Andhra Pradesh were taken by someone from Mumbai. So it is all about you going and exploring stuff. Okay, so each shop will at least do a revenue of 10,000 to 20,000 per day. That means 30 days. It is all about 3 lakhs, 3 to 6 lakhs per month. So imagine about what kind of a structure which they have built. So these are few startups. If you can take a screenshot of it, or I can share this with Sandeep also. And these are few. And if you are into the civil engineering, what I prefer is always learn something from the technology world. Some kind of just a minute. So these are few softwares for the civil engineers, because I want each and every student to learn some kind of a software, because you can't always be dependent on your particular business, whichever you are doing, because for this second you might be thinking that yes, this business is really amazing, but you don't know. You should always have a plan B. So it is better if you learn any kind of a software skill. If you lose the game, even after 3 years, it is very easy for you to go and settle into a different company. So for every company, I'm just changing the screen. Okay. So any business, we have 6 fundamentals. So if you want to start a startup, or if you want to do a business which already your parents have been doing, these are the fundamental things. See, in every fundamental things, humans are the main resources. So the first thing you have to do is develop a team. Trustworthy people are very, very difficult to be in your life. So go with people whom you trust blindly. So this is how big companies are grown. So okay, so the 6 fundamentals are like this, dude: people, operations, accounting, strategy, finance, and the last thing is marketing and PR. So what is operations and accounting, strategy, and finance? It is all about, if you have a particular business, you should know the particular operations which will go into that. So for example, the lassi store which I spoke to you about, it is not about uh, a fridge in the store and getting stock into that. Every afternoon, the person who is in the store will calculate what has been sold and what has been left. all those data will be sent to the central, which is in Mumbai, not even in Hyderabad. So the Mumbai person have a particular share in each and every shop. A 3 to 6% royalty will be taken from each and every shop. So these operations are very important. So this data which has been sent to the Mumbai person will distribute the particular items which are required in the lassi store. Okay, so the operations are the major thing. So if you want to start anything, if you have a particular idea about any starting something, first look into the operation structures. How will I operate this? So you don't find any loose ends after that. And accounting, strategy, and finance is something, when you get into the game, it automatically drives you into that. Accounting and finance are which deals with money, and strategy is something, if you are consistent with your work, you'll come up with different strategies. And to the last major thing is marketing and PR. You know about the marketing stuff. It is the most important thing for any company. Even if your idea is good, even if your product is good, people don't market it in a good way. So that's the reason people lose their game. So marketing is a very basic key. It might differ to business. For example, let me go with this. I'm sorry, it's not an example. So marketing is the key. If you think that Christmas was a brand, what would it sell? Did everybody understand this? If you think Christmas festival is a brand, what would it sell? So if Christmas is a product, just go through this. If Christmas is a product, what would you sell? A pine trees, a fireplaces, or fancy lights, or candy cans? No, you don't sell all this. You sell what do you basically sell? You sell the feelings for everyone. For the fancy lights, you go with love and joy. You marketing is something that you should play with the emotions of the customer. See, basically India as a country, it is driven emotionally. That's the reason many startups from outside the globe are not fitting into this, or fitting into the Indian culture. That is how many startups have knocked the door of India and left back, because they don't know how to market this. Because in India, everything is feelings, dude. Everything is emotions. Sell the emotions. If you want to sell your product, sell the joy, sell the excitement, sell the celebrations, sell the family. Every advertisement you see on the TV is driven by joy, excitement, celebrations, family, giving, love. Even the silk chocolate ad, even let it be anything. This is how people market, not with the product. See, if you even have an amazing product, if you don't know how to sell that, it would be very tough. If you are a founder of that, and if you don't know the mantra of selling that, you are at loss. And sometimes, even if you don't know how to sell that, find people who can sell that for you. So go out, talk to people, meet new people, start talking to different people, start networking. This is how bigger companies are born, dude. Are everyone clear with this? I mean, this image.
Yes, yes, yes.
So for example, we have a range of Xmas lights. Don't sell the product. This is just an example. If anybody can understand the image, or you want me to explain it. Sell the experience customer get when they purchase from a brand. Sell the problem they are trying to solve, and hope great it is well from you to solve it. Sell the story behind your brand. So any startup, any brand, everyone should have a story. Startup is nothing but you creating a movie, dude. Every movie will have some key roles, a hero, maybe a heroine, maybe a particular people around it. Those are not, everyone are nothing but employees for that particular film. You being a director, you should know what kind of a thing should be added to that, what kind of an emotion you have to show. Okay, cool. And I'm done with this. So this is my startup called Stuzy Study Abroad. So why did I? So you can find many other consultancies outside. So why do people think I've started the same old thing in the study abroad? It is because what I felt the pain like anything, dude. In my graduate, after my graduation, I felt the pain of students. That's the reason I've started something called CRMS tool for different colleges in 2016. And 1 year from that, a good company took my product because they eventually ended up liking it, because it made a complete sense for each and every college. And after selling that, a company called StuMax, I know students would have many students would know that StuMax. I've worked as a chief strategy for 1 year over there. And before the pandemic started, a company from US called Dallas Venture Club. It is a very big venture club with a 3,000 crore fund with them. They bought that product. And in 2019, I've started this called Stuzy.com in the March, and the next month, like this pandemic have started, but I never took a step back. I went into what kind of an operations are running behind this. I went and met each and every consultant in this complete Hyderabad. Why did I do that? Because just to understand what kind of a business are they doing. So each and every consultancy, what they do is they at least tie up with 15 to 30 colleges, and they just push the student towards only that colleges because they don't have a tie up with different colleges. So I understood that in 2019, after 3 months of the lockdown, I so what I did was I directly messaged different institutions from around the world. So right now with Stuzy, in this 1 year, I did not do any business. Yes, I've sent 22 students for abroad, but not have not done a good business because I know how can I run this show. What I did was I went and collaborated with 1,500 universities worldwide. So I can even send a student to South Korea and Japan right now. This is how I build my structure. So I just want the student to be the first preference. I want the student to go to a particular college which he is dreaming about. And we have also developed a mobile application regarding this. And you can also follow us on Instagram, and we have a website too. And to the end, dude, life is all about C cube is nothing but life: clarity, consistency, and confidence. You put these three things in anything you do, it is just amazing. Even if you start a business, even if you are into a job kind of a structure, if you're flying abroad, all the thing which you need to have is a particular clarity about why I doing this. So if you find the answer of the why, you can be consistent on it. Be consistent on it. And this is how you develop confidence out of it. So even with these three, clarity, consistency, and confidence, a particular human can be a terrorist and also a billionaire too. So life is all about clarity, consistency, and confidence. That is life too. And this is MJ, and I'm done talking. And feel free to ask any kind of a questions you have.
Yes, come on. Any questions? Students,
Uh,
any questions?
Dude, if you can please ask me in Telugu also, that is not a big problem. This is me talking for the sixth or seventh time. So even I had problems with English and Telugu. Feel free to ask anything. And for example, just to knock your brains, I have done a lot of spelling mistakes and grammatical mistakes in the PPT which I have showed you. Right? Did anybody notice? No, right? This is life, dude. So don't even care about what the other person will be thinking about what you ask or what you do. Just go with the flow.
Yes, sir, I have a small question.
Oh yes,
Uh,
come on, dude.
this is from student mindset. Like, how do I determine whether I am capable of starting a business?
So for that, see, in the first place, dude, even I did not have an answer for this when I started in 2016. That is the reason I have sold my product. I had a full confidence that I could this startup could be amazing, but the fear in me saying that what if you lose? What if you lose? That is the basic reason I sold my product. And if in this state, if I wouldn't have sold that product to other company, I would have been minted money for for example, if I sell the product for 1 crore, I would have done a 3 crore business till now. That fear itself have kicked me out of the game. That is the reason in 2019 when I started this, and I was very terrified with the lockdown, but I never gave up, dude. That's by not giving up. That's the reason I have collaborated with 1,500 colleges worldwide. No other consultancy in Hyderabad or in the north can do that.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you. And
regarding your question, don't be afraid of anything, dude. Just life is all about you playing a very good game. Life is all about you playing a very good game. Your lecturers can understand it very well because they have a lot more experience in life than you people. So just go to a random lecturer and ask something about life, dude. It is not always about books. The main thing why I started Stuzy is because education is all about traveling, dude. If you are in a particular place locked with 4 rooms and 4 people, your mindset will be in that particular zone itself. If you go out, talk to different people and meet new people, it is all about exploring and giving a new perspective to your mind. Unless and until you have a new perspective to your mind, you don't change. A person will never change.
yes, sir. True. Yes, sir.
So travel anywhere you want, dude. It is not about me showcasing my own product. It is just the regular thing. That's the reason I've showed you that. But if you are from the particular state of Telangana, go to maybe Tamil Nadu or go to Maharashtra and study for 1 or 2 years. Do some kind of a different structure over there. At least you'll end up learning a very good Hindi or maybe a very good English skill over there, which will eventually end up giving you a lot of confidence.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Hi, Diwakar, what's up?
sir, my name is Jivaka.
Okay.
సార్ మన స్టార్టప్ ఐడియాని ఎక్కువ మందికి షేర్ చేయడం పాజిటివా లేదా నెగిటివ్ అవుతుందా?
సో స్టార్టప్ ఐడియాని ఎక్కువ మందికి షేర్ చేయడం అనేది ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్వేస్ గుడ్, బికాజ్ నీకు స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామని ఉంటుంది. అవతలోనికి ఏం పర్స్పెక్టివ్ ఉన్నాడో నీకు తెలియదు కదా. అన్లెస్ అండ్ అంటిల్ నీ స్టార్టప్ ఐడియా గురించి ఒక 10 మందితో మాట్లాడితే కానీ నీకు ఆన్సర్స్ తెలియదు. మనం ఏమనుకుంటామంటే, నేను కూడా నా ఫస్ట్ స్టార్టప్లో తెలుసా, నేను అసలు ఫస్ట్ ఏమనుకున్నా తెలుసా, లోకలర్ అని చెప్పి ఒక రీటైల్ స్టోర్ స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామని అనుకున్నా. నా 2015 graduation and 2016 till the end when I started my other business, 1 year I spoke to at least 200 people. 200 people, you won't even believe. నాకు ఎందుకు జస్ట్ ఫండింగ్ కావాలి, నాకు తెలిసి కిరాక్ నడుస్తుంది, నాకు ఫండింగ్ కావాలి. నేను అట్లా ఒక 200 మందికి చెప్పినాక కూడా వాళ్ళు నాకు అసలు ఏం చేయలేదు. అండ్ నేను ముందే అట్లా ఎందుకు అంటే, ద ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ ఐ మెట్ అండ్ ఆస్క్డ్ హిమ్, గో ఐ హ్యావ్ దిస్ ఐడియా, నాకు ఇట్లా ఫండింగ్ కావాలి అని అడిగిన. అయితే ఆయన వచ్చి, నువ్వు అసలు మనుషులకి ఎట్లా అమ్ముదామని అనుకుంటున్నావు, ఎవరికి అమ్ముతావు, అసలు ఇది ఎవరికి కావాలి అని ఒక 2-3 క్వశ్చన్లు అడిగింది. నాకు ఆ ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ కలిసిన తర్వాత నాకు ఆన్సర్స్ లేవు. కానీ ఆయన ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్స్ని తీసుకుపోయి మళ్ళీ ఆలోచించిన, అవును నేను ఇది ఎవరికి అమ్ముతా, ఎందుకు అమ్ముతా, ఎట్లా అమ్ముతా. అదే క్వశ్చన్స్ పోయి మళ్ళీ సెకండ్ పర్సన్ని కలిసే వరకు నా దగ్గర ఆ ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్స్కి ఆన్సర్స్ ఉండే. సో సెకండ్ పర్సన్ అడిగేటప్పటికి నేను ఇంకా కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ తోటి కొన్ని ఎక్కువ మాటలు చెప్పగలిగిన. అట్లా ఇమాజిన్ ఐ స్పోక్ టు అబౌట్ 200 పీపుల్, డూడ్. ఎందుకు 200 పీపుల్ అంటే, నాకు ఆ 200 మందితో మాట్లాడితే నాకు స్టార్టప్ గురించి ఐడియా వచ్చేసింది. అసలు బిజినెస్ అంటే ఏంది, దందా ఎట్లా నడుస్తుంది అనేది క్లారిటీ వచ్చేసింది. సో అట్లనే షేర్ చేయి, ఏం కాదు. ఇప్పుడు నీ దగ్గర మంచి ఐడియా ఉందనుకో, అవతలోనికి నీ ఐడియా చెప్తావు, వాడు అరే నేను తీసేసుకుందాం అని అనుకుంటాడు. కానీ నీకు ఐడియా ఎందుకు వస్తుంది చెప్పు, you really wanted to do something, right? That is the reason you basically got an idea. ఆ పర్సన్కి అట్లా ఉండకపోవచ్చు. సో డోంట్ బి అఫ్రేడ్ టు షేర్ ఎనీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అ థాట్స్ టు. షేర్ చేయి, మాట్లాడు మనుషులతోటి. ఎంత మాట్లాడితే అంత మంచిది, ఎంత మాట్లాడితే అంత మంచిది. ఎందుకంటే మీరు ఇంజనీరింగ్లో ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి నేను ఇట్లా చెప్పొద్దు, కాకపోతే యూ ఆర్ అలోన్ ఇన్ దిస్ యూనివర్స్, డూడ్. సో ఫిగర్ అవుట్ అ వే వేర్ యూ కెన్ డూ అమేజింగ్ థింగ్స్. అదే 4 ఫ్రెండ్స్ తోటి ఉంటా, అదే 5 ఫ్రెండ్స్ నాకు కావాలి లైఫ్లో అంటే, ఆ 5 ఫ్రెండ్స్ నీకు ఎప్పుడు ఉండరు. సి ఐఎమ్ 28 రైట్ నౌ. నా ఫ్రెండ్స్ గ్రూప్లో ఒక 4గురికి పెళ్లి కూడా అయిపోయింది, అండ్ దే ఆర్ లీడింగ్ దేర్ ఓన్ లైఫ్. ఎవరు మళ్ళీ కూర్చొని మనతో మాట్లాడుకుంటూ టైంపాస్ చేయరు. సో ఓన్లీ ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఉన్నంత వాటికే. అండ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అనేది కూడా నీకు ఫుల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇచ్చేస్తుంది. నేను ఈ డిగ్రీతో నేను ఏదో చేసేస్తామని అస్సలకే కాదు. ఇంజనీరింగ్ అంటే నెట్వర్కింగ్. నీ సివిల్ డిపార్ట్మెంటే కాకుండా నీ కాలేజ్లో ప్రతి ఒక్కరు ఎవడొకరు తెలిసి ఉండాలి. ఎందుకు అంటే ఈ మనుషులే బయటికి వెళ్తారు, బయటికి వెళ్ళినాక నీకు ఎక్కడో ఒకటి కలుస్తారు. డూ యూ నో వై పీపుల్, వై బిగ్గర్ కంపెనీస్ థింక్ అబౌట్ ఐఐటీస్ అండ్ ఐఎం పీపుల్? వాళ్ళకి ఏదో ఎడ్యుకేషన్ వచ్చేస్తుంది, కిరాక్ వచ్చేస్తుంది అని అస్సలకే కాదు. దే ఫైండ్, దే కనెక్ట్ విత్ పీపుల్. దే కాలేజ్ అయిపోయే లోపు కిరాక్ నెట్వర్క్ తోటి వెళ్తారు వాళ్ళు. సో ఇప్పుడు నాది, ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ దివాకర్ నీది కూడా నీ కంపెనీ పేటిఎం అని అనుకో, నా కంపెనీ క్రెడ్ అనుకో. ప్రతి ఒక్క కంపెనీకి ఇంటర్లోపు న్యూస్ నడవాలి కదా, అది ఎట్లా తెలుస్తుంది? ఒకటే ఐఐటి నుంచి నువ్వు ఒకరిని హైర్ చేసుకుంటావు, నేను ఒకరిని హైర్ చేసుకుంటా, మన ఇద్దరం ఇంటర్నల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ గురించి మాట్లాడుకుంటూ ఉంటాం. అందుకనే నెట్వర్కింగ్ ఈజ్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ప్రతి ఒక్కరితో నెట్వర్క్ చేయండి. అంటే మనకి ఆ ఏజ్ లో ఎట్లుంటది అంటే, అరే ఏంద్రాబాయ్ వీళ్ళతో మాట్లాడేలా అనుకుంటాం, కానీ ఒక్కసారి ఆ కుకున్ల నుంచి బయటికి రాగానే దెర్ ఇస్ అ వెరీ బిగ్ వరల్డ్, వెరీ వెరీ బిగ్ వరల్డ్. దట్స్ ద రీజన్ హ్యావ్ స్టార్టెడ్ 2z.com, బికాస్ మనుషులు ట్రావెల్ చేస్తే కానీ వాళ్ళకి ఇంకా అర్థం కాదు. ఇప్పుడు ఇండియాలోనే ఎంతసేపు ఉంటే అది చాలా కష్టం అయిపోతుంది. ఒక్కసారి బయట కంట్రీకి పోయి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఇవ్వనన్నాడు, అక్కడ నీ యాటిట్యూడ్ అనేది నీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. ద వే యూ టాక్, ద వే యూ వాక్, ద వే యూ లుక్ టు అదర్ పర్సన్, దిస్ ఈస్ వాట్ మ్యాటర్స్ ఇన్ అ కంపెనీ. నీ నాలెడ్జ్ ఏముంది బ్రో, నాలెడ్జ్ ఎవరికైనా వచ్చేస్తుంది. సేమ్ లైక్ ఇప్పుడు ఇంజనీరింగ్ ఎవరికి అర్థం కాకపోయినా కూడా ఒక మాక్సిమం ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్, ఒక మాక్సిమం నేనైతే 1 hour ముందు కొంచెం అట్లా చూసుకొని పోయి రాస్తుండే ఎగ్జామ్. నాకు తెలిసి ఇప్పటికి కూడా అందరూ అదే చేస్తారు. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అబౌట్ యూ గెటింగ్ ఇన్ టు బుక్స్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ యూ సీయింగ్ ద వరల్డ్. దిస్ ఈస్ లైఫ్, దట్స్ ఇట్. చాలా లాంగ్ ఆన్సర్ ఇచ్చినట్టున్నా, బట్ ఐఎమ్ వెరీ సారీ.
No, Jaiwanth, that is required. That is very much required for the students.
Oh yes, yes, sir.
At this situation, it is very much required for the student. They should also know what is what. Only BTech degree is not enough. Once the BTech degree is only the base. From
yes.
there, actual life starts.
Oh yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So from there only the life starts.
BTech is very very important for everyone, because a degree లేనిదే నేను ఒకటి చూడను కూడా చూడడు. నువ్వు ఆ డిగ్రీలో పోయి అసలు లెక్చరర్స్ తోటి మాట్లాడు. ఎవ్రీ లెక్చరర్ ఈస్ వెరీ కంఫర్టబుల్ టు టాక్ టు యూ. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆర్ ఓన్ ఈగో విచ్ ఈస్ స్టాపింగ్ అస్. ఎస్, కొన్నిసార్లు ఒక 10 మంది లెక్చరర్స్ లో ఒక్కళ్ళు ఎవరన్నా ఫుల్ అరే ఏంద్రాబాయ్ అన్నట్టు ఉండొచ్చు, కానీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ద స్టెప్. నీకు నీ హెచ్ఓడి తోటే మాట్లాడడానికి ఒక ప్రాబ్లం అయిపోతే హౌ కెన్ యూ గో అండ్ టాక్ టు అ సీనియర్ ఇన్ యువర్ ఆఫీస్? ఎంత భయం వేస్తుంది తెలుసా? అప్పుడు నేను ఒక కంపెనీలో జాబ్ చేసిన జస్ట్ ఫర్ 27 days. నా ఇంజనీరింగ్ అయిపోయినాక 3 days లో నాకు శాలరీ వస్తుందని తెలిసి కూడా నాకు నచ్చలేదు. నేను అక్కడ సిస్టమ్ ముందు కూర్చున్న ప్రతి ఒక్క సెకండ్ నేను ఎందుకు ఇక్కడ ఉన్నా అని చాలా ఆలోచిస్తుండే. ఎందుకు అంటే ద ఫస్ట్ బిజినెస్ విచ్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు స్టార్ట్ వాస్, I went to my parents and I just told them that, Dad, I want to start a dosa bandi. Not even a store, a dosa bandi. My parents were like, what the hell are you talking, dude? Both your parents are advocates and you want to put up a dosa store on the roads? Because that was a real business, dude. Each and every dosa oka pena మీద పడ్డానికి it will cost only 3 rupees. And వాళ్ళు 30 to 100 rupees కమ్ముతారు మనకి. నాకు అట్లా బిజినెస్ అంటే చాలా నచ్చింది. నాకు అట్లా బిజినెస్ చేయాలని ఉండే చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి. అందుకనే నేను అసలు ఎప్పుడు గివప్ ఇవ్వలేదు. సరే పేరెంట్స్ ఇట్లా ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు, మేబీ నేను కరెక్ట్ ఆలోచిస్తున్నాను, నేను ఎప్పుడు లేకుండే. అండ్ నేను చెప్పినట్టు ఎక్కడైతే మా పేరెంట్స్ లిటిల్ గా టుక్ దెమ్ అవుట్ అండ్ షోడ్ దెమ్ ఫ్యూ ప్లేసెస్. I'll just give me just 2 or 3 lakhs, I'll start a dosa store on this road or that road. After 3 years, dude, you won't even believe, నేను ఏ ప్లేసెస్ అయితే చూపించినో అక్కడక్కడనే దోస స్టోర్స్ పెట్టుకొని నడుతున్నారు. నేనేదో నా గురించి హైప్ చేస్తున్నాను కాదు, కానీ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ యూ లుకింగ్ ద వరల్డ్ ఇన్ అ డిఫరెంట్ వే, డూడ్. ఆ డిఫరెంట్ వే నీకు ఎప్పుడు మనుషులను కలిసి కొత్త మనుషులతో మాట్లాడితేనే వస్తుంది, కానీ సేమ్ ఓల్డ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, సేమ్ ఓల్డ్ అదే సర్కిల్లో ఉంటే అస్సలకి రాదు. దట్స్ ఇట్, డూడ్.
సార్, నా స్టార్ట్అప్ ఐడియా ఒకసారి మీకు చెప్పాలా, రివ్యూ ఇస్తారా?
చెప్పండి, అట్లేం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ మీ టు కనెక్ట్ యూ ఆన్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో గుడ్. ఆర్ పర్సనల్గా కనెక్ట్ అవుతా అన్నా కూడా ఐ కెన్ షేర్ యూ మై వాట్సాప్ నంబర్ అండ్ యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ టేక్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ సందీప్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్. Or I'm on also Instagram has Jaiwanth.Mane. Even you can join me on Clubhouse so that we can also talk about few things over there. No issues.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు చెప్పచ్చా?
చెప్పు, no problem. We have time, no issues, bro.
సార్, ఫార్మర్స్ వడ్లు ఎండబోస్తారు కదా సార్, లెవెల్ డిక్రీజ్ కానీకి 17 ఆ లెవెల్లో. సో నా ఐడియా ఏంటంటే, ఈ సిలికా జెల్ ఉంటుంది కదా సార్, ఆ హ్యూమిడిటీని అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటుంది అట్మాస్ఫియర్లోకి వెళ్ళి.
ఓకే.
సో ఆ హ్యూమిడిటీని ఎక్కువ బల్క్లో యూజ్ చేసి ఆ గ్రెయిన్స్లో వేస్తే ఆ హ్యూమిడిటీని తీసుకుంటుంది అని నా ఐడియా. క్వశ్చన్
ఓకే.
ఏంటి అంటే
చెప్పండి.
సిలికా జెల్ ఎంత ఇంటెన్సివ్ ఉంటాయి అంటే అట్మాస్ఫియర్లోకి వెళ్ళి తీసుకునేంత ఉంటుంది, కానీ గ్రెయిన్స్లో నుంచి కూడా తీసుకునేంత పవర్ సిలికా జెల్కి ఉంటుంది అనేది నా క్వశ్చన్ అంతే.
ఓకే, అంటే రిగార్డింగ్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్, ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఇన్ టు దిస్ ఐ మీన్ ఫార్మింగ్ సైడ్ గురించి నాకు అంత ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ నాలెడ్జ్ అబౌట్ దట్. బట్ జస్ట్ ట్రై ఇట్ అవుట్ డూడ్. పోయి ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ మేబీ మీకు ఒకవేళ పొలం ఉన్నా ఆర్ నీకు తెలిసిన వాళ్ళకి ఎవరికొన్న ఒక పొలం ఉన్నా, మస్తు టైం ఉంది బ్రో, చాలా టైం ఉంది. 28 to 20 అందరు మీరు అనుకుంటారు కదా 29, 30కి వావ్ క్రేజీ సెట్ అయిపోయారు మస్తు ఉందని. బయట అంత ఏం పిక్చర్ లేదు. ఫస్ట్ ఒకవేళ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు జాయిన్ అ కంపెనీ ఆర్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు స్టార్ట్ అ స్టార్ట్అప్, అసలు ఏ కంపెనీలో ఏం రోల్స్ ఉంటాయనేవి తెలుసుకోవాలి ప్రతి ఒక్కరు. ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే నీకు ఇప్పుడు ఒకవేళ స్టార్ట్ చేసేది ఉందనుకో, రైట్ అవే రేపు పొద్దున్న స్టార్ట్ చేయి. ఏముంది, ఒక పొలం అడుగు ఎవరన్నా, నీకు ఒకవేళ లేకపోయినా ఉన్నా నీ పొలంలోనే ట్రై చేయి. ఒకసారి నువ్వు ట్రై చేసావు అనుకో, నీకు బిజినెస్ మోడల్ అక్కడనే అర్థమైపోతుంది. ఓకే, ఇది స్ట్రక్చర్ ఇట్లా అవుతుంది, దీంతో 100% అవుతుంది. అది ఒక్కటి తీసుకొని ఈజియెస్ట్ వే టు ప్రమోట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇస్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ డూడ్. ఎందుకంటే ఫేస్బుక్ అండ్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ వాట్ దే డిడ్ ఇస్ దే బిల్ట్ అ మార్కెటింగ్ ఇంజన్. ఇంతకు ముందు ప్రతి ఒక్కరు డోర్ టు డోర్ సేల్ చేస్తుండే, మేడం ఇది కొంటారా అది కొంటారా అని చెప్పి సేల్ చేస్తుండే. ఇప్పుడు ఏమైపోయింది అంటే మీ ఫోన్ నెంబర్స్ ఉంటే చాలు ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్కి. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ టేక్ ఎనీ బిజినెస్ డూడ్. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు నీదే ఫార్మింగ్ సైడ్లో ట్రై చేసినావు అనుకో, నీకు ఆ బిజినెస్ మోడల్ అర్థమైపోతే నువ్వే ఒక వీడియో క్రియేట్ చేసి పుట్ ఇట్ అవుట్ ఆన్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ అండ్ జస్ట్ పుట్ 2000 రూపీస్ ఆన్ ఇట్. అండ్ 2000 పెట్టి ఎవరిని టార్గెట్ చేస్తావు? గో టు ఫేస్బుక్ అండ్ సీ డిఫరెంట్ ఇన్వెస్టర్స్. లుక్ ఇన్ టు డిఫరెంట్ పీపుల్ హూ విల్ ఇన్వెస్ట్ అండ్ ఆల్సో పీపుల్ హూ కెన్ వర్క్ విత్ యూ. వాళ్ళ పేర్లు తీసుకెళ్ళి ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ facebook.business.com అని ఉంటుంది. ఎవ్రీ పర్సన్ షుడ్ నో దట్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ అ బిజినెస్. ఈ facebook.business.com ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే జస్ట్ నేమ్, లొకేషన్, నీ ఫోన్ నెంబరు ఆర్ నీ పేరు ఇస్తే చాలు. దానికి నీ ఫోన్లో నువ్వు ఇంట్లో కూర్చున్నాక నీ స్క్రీన్కి ఏమైనా వచ్చేవి అవన్నీ కూడా అంతే. ఎవరో ఒకడు పైసలు వెనకాల పెట్టి పుష్ చేస్తేనే నీ చేతిలో నీ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ అకౌంట్లో నీకు హోమ్ స్క్రీన్లో వస్తాయి. ఎవరు ఎన్ని ఎక్కువ పైసలు పెడితే అంత ముందు వస్తారు. అందుకే నువ్వు ఎప్పుడో ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ స్టార్ట్ అయిన ముందుకి ఇప్పటికీ ఎంత డిఫరెన్స్ ఉందో చూడు. ఇప్పుడు వాల్ అనేది నడుస్తలేదు, దట్ ఇప్పుడు ఓన్లీ రీల్స్ నడుస్తున్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ వాట్సాప్ కూడా చూసుకో. వాట్సాప్లో వై డిడ్ దే ఈవెన్ స్టార్ట్ స్టోరీస్ ఆన్ వాట్సాప్ వెన్ దే హ్యావ్ స్టోరీస్ ఆన్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్? ఇట్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ నథింగ్ బట్ స్టోరీస్ అనేవి మీకు 3 to 4 years అలవాటు చేసేస్తుంది కంపెనీ. దాని తర్వాత స్టోరీస్లో యాడ్స్ పెట్టేస్తారు. సో లేటర్ ఆన్ స్టేజెస్లో టెక్నాలజీ నీకు ఎట్లా హెల్ప్ఫుల్ ఉంటుంది అంటే, ఇఫ్ యూ డిస్కవర్ సమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్నోవేటివ్ థింగ్ రిగార్డింగ్ ద ఫార్మింగ్, యూ జస్ట్ హ్యావ్ టు గో అడ్వర్టైజ్ ఇట్ ఆన్ గూగుల్. దట్స్ ఇట్. నువ్వు ఫేస్బుక్లో పెట్టుకుంటే చాలా మందికి రీచ్ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది బ్రో. అది ఇంతకు ముందు లాగా నేను ఇప్పుడు 2016లో ఐ వెంట్ టు 200 people అండ్ స్పోక్ టు ఎవ్రీ వన్. ఇప్పుడు నేను డైరెక్ట్ ఇంట్లో కూర్చొని నాది ఒక వీడియో చేసుకొని నా ఇన్వెస్టర్స్కి నేను వీడియో పంపించేస్తా. ఇప్పుడు వానికి ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉందంటే హిల్ కాల్ బ్యాక్ టు మీ. ఇఫ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేదు అనుకుంటే లైట్. కానీ ఒకటే పర్సన్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయ్యి ఎప్పుడు ఆగి అట్లా అస్సలు ఉండద్దు. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ అ ఫౌండర్ ఆర్ ఎనీవన్ హూ స్టార్టింగ్ ద బిజినెస్, దట్స్ ఇట్. నేను ఇఫ్ నీకు అర్థం కాలేదు, క్లియర్ లేదు అనుకుంటే ప్లీజ్ ట్రై టు కనెక్ట్ మీ ఆన్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్ డూడ్. బికాస్ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్లో అంటే నాకున్న నెట్వర్క్లో ఎవరైనా నీకు ఏమైనా హెల్ప్ చేయగలుగుతారా అనేది కూడా నేను చూస్తాను. ఓకే,
డేడ్ ఐడి చెప్పరా?
JAIWANTH.MANE.
మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్పరా? సారీ.
ఓకే, JAIWANTH.MANE. Jaiwanth.Mane.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, Divakar.
Yes, participants, any other having doubts? If you want to ask any questions. Yeah. Okay, sir. That's it for today. So we came to an end of the program. So it is very honored to give a vote of thanks on the occasion of today's webinar.
Jaiwanth, do
Yes,
you
sir.
remember you have come to GNITC also once? You met your Dean
Oh yes, yes, sir. I remember this.
International Affairs.
I
International
thought of
Affairs.
asking you, but yes, yes. I thought of
Yeah.
asking you, but this was not the perfect time to ask. That's
No,
the
no,
reason I
no,
couldn't
no, no,
ask
no,
you
no,
anything.
no problem, no
I
problem.
remember Vijay Lakshmi ma'am
Yeah,
making
yeah,
me connect.
yeah. And
It was nice meeting you.
the Dean madam also sometimes remembers you. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
that day we
Thank you.
met. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I'll definitely come back to the college when it is open, sir. Sure,
Yeah, yeah,
we should definitely meet one day.
yeah. You can do it. You can do
Thank
it.
you
Yeah.
so much for you and Vijay Lakshmi ma'am also, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So we
Okay.
came to the end of the program. So it is my honor to give a vote of thanks on the occasion of today's webinar. So I'd like to thank the management, principal, and HOD for this opportunity. I would also like to thank today's speaker, Mr. Jaiwanth Mane, for showing his business model steps and opportunities in civil engineering. So we are very fortunate to have experienced person today. So on behalf of the management, we thankful to all the participants of this today's webinar. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much
Cool.
once again.
Thank you. Thank you all. Stay safe. Bye bye.
Thank you all. You can exit the webinar.